Good afternoon, everyone. I am coming before you with prophetic insight. I want to share a little bit about some things that Most High is doing in 2025. These are some positive things that He's doing. Also, on the other side, the adversary is doing some negative things. But we talked about advancement in the form of renewal, advancement to move forward, to proceed, to progress. We talked about renewal, the ability to improve one's prospects and transitioning into a new stage. So we talked about new lifestyle, coming into a new cycle, leaving the old cycle. We talked about so many different things, and so this particular, excuse me for hitting the screen. This particular conversation will talk about relationships, and if you can hear the background noise, please forgive that. That's my cousin and his wife in the other room. Always like and share the videos. If you don't like, share. Found out something about YouTube algorithm, and if there's people that are speaking certain things when it comes to the prophetic, and I do believe that the ones that are strong vessels have more problems with the algorithm than others do. I do believe that if you're being real, covering different things that everybody want to hear about, it goes to the algorithm pretty fast. A lot of people like uh, things that draws drama. They like the excitement. So let's just share the videos, and we won't worry about the liking. Praise God. So if you would share the videos with others. But let's get started in this great conversation about relationships. That's what this is going to be about. In 2025, there's two things that are happening. Uh, in 2020, excuse me. In 2025, there's two things that are happening. One is good, and one is bad. We're going to talk about the bad, a very brief portion, but the good, we're going to expound on it because I think that it's very important that we know the blessings that Most High is bringing up on us. And so, as I want to share this, one of the things that's negative about what's going to happen this year will be people will begin to walk away from their marriage. There will be many because of the frustration, because of the hardship, because of finances, not meeting eye to eye, being on the same equally yoked mannerism. The enemy will use many different things this year to cause for many to separate and walk away from their marriage. And I'm talking about saved believers, not the world. What I want to share on the good note, on the other side of that, what Most High is doing to bring about a change in relationships on such a level that we'll see in 2025 many marriages. Many people will come together in union as teams. And I want to talk about that extensively for just a bit of your time. This area is about relationships, or this video, I should say, is about relationships. And of course, I said there's two events that's taking place. One is good and one is bad. And I'm trying to follow my notes. First, I want to share new beginnings with new companions, as Most High has spoken. New companions for 2025, within our new lifestyles. Proverbs 18 and 22. If you have forgotten what it says, he says, "Who finds a wife? Who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord." Added translations say, "The man who finds a wife finds a treasure, and he receives favor from the Lord." Find a good spouse, you find a good life, and even more, the favor of God. Why is Most High sending husbands and choosing wives in 2025? Because of end time assignments. There's many things that will be going on throughout this year, going on into 2026 and beyond. And many of us women and men will have to have a mate in order to work together. And I had a scripture that was coming out of Second Kings, and I want to say chapter 19, and it talked about when Most High released Elijah to go and anoint Jehu as king and the others. And he says, who Jehu does not slay, and I can't think of the other king, he will slay. And I want to use that as a kind of as a reference of when Most High said that he is sending companions. He is not only sending companions for the work of ministry, because of the times that we're in, we can't go into these assignments alone. The man can't go along, or the woman cannot go along because of the tricks and tactics of the adversaries. And how, in these last days, there's so much sin nature that will arise. The enemy will try to use any tactic, any trick that he possibly can to thwart the plan of Most High. That's just part of it. Now let's talk about, on a different note. I had a key note here. It says, anyone can prophesy you a mate, but do they prophesy the reason for the mate? And I want to talk a little bit about the reason for our receiving mates in 2025. Like I said, because of the work of ministry ahead, Most High has need of teams. There's men that Yahweh has promised wives, number one. He has already spoken to many men around the world and has promised these men wives. Because these men have been found faithful, he's delivering his promises. I want to give an example of what that looks like in real time. On August the 28th, 2024, our Creator said to me, an opportunity will present itself in the form of companionship. This person will have all qualities that I desire for you. Keep your heart open to see and receive. For one, I wasn't interested in dating or a future husband. To be honest, I was a bit irritated with Most High for even speaking it. I just wasn't interested in dating. So when Most High said that to me on August the 28th, I'm like, what? I'm not asking for any of that. And why are you bringing that up? But let me continue on. On August the 30th, Most High brought it up again, saying about the companion, I have picked him because of his willingness to hear my heart and obey all my commands. He's suited just for you in many ways. Trust me with this one. I promised him a wife that would not only be a help, meet, but a support, one who would welcome his happiness and bring joy to his soul. He's ready and prepared for you. Just open your heart and receive. So in all, Most High spoke to me about this companion over 3 separate times. He spoke about this person to me. And so it took me to hear him this time when he said, I have promised him a wife. And not only that one who would welcome his happiness and bring joy to his soul, kind of gave me pause. So I said, what? Then I had to kind of soften my heart and say, okay, God, what is this? What okay? How do you want me to really look at this? If this is a person that you truly want me to meet, that you truly are saying that we will be a blessing to each other. Okay, my heart, I will open. And it took a little bit for me. This was in August. My heart wasn't open to receive until November of 2024 because it just was so much. After you have been married before and then you have become used to being on your own is and then you're my age I just turned well I'm getting ready to turn 61, and so my age gave me pause. I'm like, Lord, I'm not looking for no husband, and why would you even suggest for me to have a husband? But the picture is bigger than that. So I had to kind of go in to this thing and really pray and intercede and asking the Lord, okay, if this is what you want, then okay, I'm going to open my heart and receive. Many of us around the world, I do believe, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, Most High has been pulling at you about a mate, especially men. And I had to go back to the part where Most High said that I promised him a wife. We get it kind of out of place, especially when we have people prophesying husbands to women. And I'm not trying to pick on women, but we're creatures of nature, and we nurture. So it sounds so awesome and so good to be prophesied a husband. But the reason why we will see a lot of marriages fall apart in this year because they didn't understand their assignment as husband and wife. Most High puts two people together for a purpose, not just to coexist and to multiply, be fruitful and multiply. He put the two people together because once you pass the fruitful and multiply stage, what do you do then? He put a man and woman together to husband and wife for the working of the kingdom in advancing, especially those of us that are called into the apostolic five extension gifts. We were, he will promise a wife to the man or give a husband to the woman for us to advance the kingdom of Most High. The reason why I do believe that we'll see the falling away of marriages this year is because somewhere over time we got away from speaking about why the marriage is in place in the first place, because it's not just for having children or building a relationship with a male and female. It is about the advancement of the kingdom of Most High in some capacity or another. You could be a husband and wife that are intercessors, and if one put 1,000 to flight, two put 10,000 to flight. And when I came out of the 2 Kings, chapter 19, I think it is, where it talked about going and anoint Jehu and Hazael, who Hazael don't take out, Jehu will take out. And it came to me out of that phrase about a husband and a wife, who the husband does not, what do you call it? Oh Lord, I'm trying to think of the word. Who the husband does not fight against in the realm of the spirit, the wife will, or vice versa. And so, and I'm using it as an example, and it might be a poor example, but forgive me. But it's like being in ministry when one doesn't have that particular what's needed to advance this area, the other one will. And so the both of them working together will edify and move things in the realm of the spirit in such ways that there is wars won constantly. There's always something moving in something transitioning and something shifting when you have more than one speaking and delivering into the atmosphere. If I'm trying to say that and making any sense, but I think that we need to understand that marriage is more than just having children and raising a family. It is advancing the kingdom. It is advancing the kingdom in the country of Most High in the earth. As we bring all of that into the earth through ourselves, we are as individuals to advance. But when we come together, the power in joined union brings more power on the scene, and we're able to fight more. And so I do believe that this is the reason why Most High is speaking in this season or in this year, that wedding bells are here in this year. Even though we would see on one side many marriages falling apart, we would just see just as many on the other side marriages coming together. And this is around the world. I wasn't looking for a husband. I really wasn't. But now that the Most High said, and I have accepted, I have opened up my heart genuinely to receive. Now I see more of a purpose of why he would send, or he had promised this man a wife and chose me to be that person. And the same he's doing with many of us. And I'm speaking this message because many of us need to be ready and prepared to marry or to meet mates this year. But let me finish on, because there's two parts. I want to share the dream. And there's two parts to this dream. And I'm not trying to be on here long. So where did I leave off at? Okay, I promised him a wife. He's ready. Okay, he's ready and prepared for you. Just open your heart and receive. So in all, Most High spoke to me about this companion over 3 separate times. It took my all in accepting. Praise God. Why am I saying all of this? Okay, I had a dream about this year. And there's 2 parts to this dream. The first part started out with excitement. I'm excited, I'm getting ready for this wedding and all of the things that comes along with planning and preparing a wedding feast, a bridal, whatever. All of the excitement behind that. And then all of a sudden the dream switched. And as it switched, I was so agitated. I was frustrated. I was all over the place in my thoughts. Seemed like nothing wasn't working out. Everything was just being such a horrific thing to try and do. It was so exhausting in my dream to where, it's like I had my hand on my head at one time and I'm just frustrated. And then I woke up. I'm like, Lord, what was this dream about? So over a few days, I think I had this dream on the 2nd or the 3rd. And so since then, I had asked Most High about the dream. I said, Lord, what were you saying to me about this dream? Okay, let me go back on my notes because I wrote down exactly what. Okay. It's talking about 2 types of women. The one woman in this year, this is also a warning for us. If you're one that Most High is selecting, has handpicked you for to be the wife of a man, or vice versa. It could be the man that's overwhelmed, excited, or whatever. But one represents a healthy way of waiting on Most High. A healthy way of understanding He's bringing this person to you. And it's not for you to get worried about when is they coming? How am I going? Well, where am I going to meet them at? Do I need to go to this place here? Do I need to be at the grocery store? And you know how we can get, especially women. And so it is settling in and waiting on Most High to open that final door and you meet. Whether it's Starbucks or Some people don't like Starbucks. I know I don't. I don't like the symbol on Starbucks. It's always creepy. But whether it's at the grocery store or at the laundromat, wherever it may be, it is not getting anxious like the other woman and being all over the place. Lord, is this the time? Is this the man? Lord, is this the woman? Lord, it is settling yourself in this year. If you know that you're the one that he's sending a wife to, or you're receiving the husband, it is for us to be settled in our spirit, to know that Most High has promised the man a wife. And if he has handpicked you for that man, no one can move you out of the way but yourself. Vice versa. If he has handpicked that woman for you, Most High has, then you cannot, you can mess it up on your own by jumping into conclusions. Oh, I think that's the woman right there as a man, and you picked the wrong woman. And the other one was standing two doors down at a coffee shop, and you got the woman that was at the bodega. That was the wrong one. Was so, and I'm just using that as an example. But it is to be patient in waiting on the mate. I remember a while back when the Lord had handpicked me for a husband, for a wife to a husband, and I didn't accept it because of who the man was connected to. I didn't accept the marriage. And he knew that I was selected for him, and I knew. We both knew by in the spirit that we was connected to be together. But because of some things, and I'm going to be honest, he was connected to the pastors where we both were attending services. We both were in ministry there. He was the pastor's armor bearer, and some things was going on that I saw spiritually with the husband and the wife. And by me being a prophet and then to marry this man and have to deal with some things I had to deal with at that time, because at that time I just wasn't ready to figure out how to fight this or go before God with it. So I bowed out of it. He married someone else, and as he should, and that was over 15 years ago. So now it's coming back around that he's sending me another chance to marry. And I'm glad I'm not in a particular church I visit. I haven't found that one place, and maybe it's because my husband is a pastor. That might be why. My aunt prophesied to me many, many years ago and said that my husband was a pastor. So I've always had that in the back of my mind. So the elder that the Most High said that would be my husband, he was a pastor. But anywho, I'm going on over nothing. But this year, expect to be blessed. Open your heart. Begin to receive what Most High is doing as he is bringing husbands and wives. And like I said, backing up, he has handpicked wives for the man that he's promised a wife. It's not a wife that finds a man, it's a man that finds a wife. And in all that we're doing, man and woman, please wait on God. You will know that woman by the Spirit, because your spirit will leap like you have a baby. And I'm talking to men. You know her. When you meet that woman, your spirit will leap. You will know that's her. And vice versa with the woman. Most High is so incredible in how he does everything. He knows the connection. If he has handpicked you for this man, trust and believe you're going to know it. I'm telling you, your spirit will leap when you see him or when you see her. Please wait on God. Don't be like the agitated woman and an agitated man, moving in frustration and trying to figure it out for yourself. Just wait, calm down, and let's ride through 2025 and see how many weddings we have in this year around the world, because there's work to be done to be done in the kingdom. There's work to be done all around the world as we are waiting for our opportunities to walk through those major doors of building, supplying, supporting, adding, shifting, whatever we're called to do within our area of sphere or influence or dominion. Let's be ready for that. And the blessings is this year, women, your husbands are there. Man of God, that woman has already been handpicked and chosen just for you. So until the next video, be blessed today. Until next time, share the video.